Is this something that is a short enough time span I could attempt to boost her boating?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Yep. Boating roll to try and
You're
reach the
up.
vessel.
One die.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. That's a 10.
A 10. Excellent. All right,
This ain't
so
my first rodeo.
this ain't your first rodeo. You run the forget-me-not aground on the beach, and you're able to sort of like tip it up on the side that has the scar on it, so that, or not on that side, so you can repair that side of the hull.
The bitch to flip over.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna put the forget-me-not icon just like over here so you can see the island better. But you are currently beached. There.
Alright.
Yeah, right next to the 5 trees.
There's. Oh yeah. It's. I don't know. There might be 6 trees.
Okay. Better use our wood wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from your position, you can like from the crow's nest to the forget-me-not, you can kind of see like the bay over here and some of this area. You see that there seems to be either like a lake or some kind of like inland harbor area, sort of a little ways further in. Like I said, it seems to be a very like flat, watery island. Like if there's any big storm, the waves probably scrape across like most of this. But in the center, there is a fairly dense cluster of trees. Other than that, it is quiet, peaceful. The sun is shining.
Good.
Yeah. There's a very faint breeze. A little bit calmer than you would expect from being on the ocean, but not non-existent. What would you guys like to do? I assume focus on getting ready for the rest of the blight is probably a fairly high priority.
I mean, what time is it?
It's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
How long have we been awake?
You did not sleep previous night, so quite a while.
Should we take shifts to nap?
I think we should go find
home. We should go home.
Yeah, we should go home. We should go find some trees with a party, get them to sign, and then just take a nap.
Well, I think we should also have people continuously like extracting the way that Dibs has been.
I mean,
Just
we've
so
got a big crew.
Yeah.
I can't imagine more than like 10 people can do that at one time. Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
How far away is the nearest grove of trees?
It's probably like to the edge of the sort of densely treed area. It's about 6 to 7 miles.
Are there any trees like at all nearby, or
there's maybe like a couple that are sort of between a tree and a bush.
Those will be used for like thatching and
like you could use them for making a campfire, but if you want lumber to repair the ship with, you're gonna need to go further inland, unfortunately.
We'll build a thatch boat. That's called a raft.
Okay, so we should get some guys on collecting firewood because we'll probably be here for a couple nights.
Like I said, we just take half the crew to go get lumber, half the crew stays here and cuts stuff out and sets up camp and stuff.
Okay.
And then,
Are you taking any officers with you?
I think the officers stay.
do we want to bring the doctor?
That sounds like a good and horrible idea.
Yeah.
That's a double-edged sword right there.
No.
How close is anyone else to learning healing?
I mean, I have a D4 in healing.
Well, I think we'll do all right. You can
I
always,
can always
You
use
better-
it.
yeah, right.
You better stay on the boat.
Yeah, exactly. He should stay.
I'm just my train of thought is that whoever's with us is actually probably safer than whoever's left alone on the boat.
You think so? Because, I mean, we're going to get the business end of this fucking island. Wherever we go, I think. But
Yeah, probably. But also,
those elves,
like
man, those elves said that we are, like, beacons of fucking destruction or something.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
But I don't know.
Half the crew, I'm bringing the Karite friends.
Okay.
Nice.
Curate friends. And
Karite crew.
yep.
I got my dude
All
7.
right. So yeah, and I assume you're going to also bring like the borders, like the more martial. I think you have 3 mercenaries
They better
on your crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3
Sure.
borders. All right.
And then we'll just tell them to fire 2 cannons in quick succession if there's any problems.
All right.
Pa-boom!
So Harun says, it'll do. So they, you sort of get everyone together. The crew that comes with you brings, like the saws and, enough rope to like
Hang
haul
themselves
the
with.
start. Yeah. Well, yeah, probably.
Mhm.
And weapons and all that. Are you going to have them bring any of the silver
Yeah, like all of it.
munitions
Well,
and weapons?
half of it. Bad
Half of
things.
it?
Yeah.
Bad things are here.
Yeah. Okay. So the guys who are most proficient with their weapons have some silver blades and bullets.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you set out, going inland, as the other half of the crew begins to sort of set up camp on the beach and sort of establish a perimeter. You head inland. It's not difficult to navigate, just because it's so flat. Let's see.
So can we see trees?
Yeah, you can see the trees.
All right. I look in with my spyglass, and over yonder.
Yeah, so it's basically just like there's sort of rolling sand dunes and beach grass for about 6 miles, and then like very flat.
Okay.
And then at the end of that, there's this sort of slightly like raised part of the island and a dense cluster of trees.
All right. What do we have for carts or rolly bits on the ship? Oh, we ain't gonna.
Yeah,
drag-
you have some like wooden wheels and stuff that they're hauling with them.
All right. All right. Good.
Yeah. It's like cannon wheels, basically.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is that we're
Yeah.
all those?
It's not gonna. It's gonna be hard work getting him back through all this like sand and grass, but
Yeah.
Can you cast fly on inanimate objects?
You can, but it's a ritual. And then, like, it has.
Weight?
I don't know.
Is that a weight limit?
I mean it.
A
Yeah.
log doesn't. Like, a ship doesn't have agency.
But it has
It's
a
kinda
method of
being
propulsion.
controlled.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, a log, if. I don't know. If I do it, can you, like, ride a log?
You're not sure.
Oh my god, you could do it like General Tao style from Dragon Ball, where he just throws the tree into the air and then jumps on it and rides that to his next destination.
Yeah, you've never tried that, so you're not sure. It takes you like an hour or two to get over to the edge of the tree line. I want you guys to all give me notice rolls.
I don't wanna.
No penalty.
I told you I didn't wanna. I got a 3.
Robin got a 16. Paul got a 4. Paul is also flying up above.
All right.
All of Caleb's D4s have gone missing. Oh, nope, they're just very well hidden. Ooh, I got a 7.
Okay. So you notice nothing, and that is actually the thing you notice is that it's very quiet here. You have not seen any animals. There's minimal wind. There's not even any bugs anywhere. It's just the grass and the trees.
The things that are going to try to kill us.
And Robin, you particularly, as you're kind of just walking forward, you get this sort of like heavy feeling in your gut, like something's not quite right.
You guys, I noticed something in my gut.
Yeah, it's
Something's not quite right.
kind of spooky here.
But you get to the edge of the forest, and
I suppose that's to be expected as we had to overcome a magical wind to get here.
yeah, no, it's just a normal island. There's absolutely nothing going on.
Friendly indigenous tribe. Just chilling here.
Oh, we fix broken boats all the time.
Yeah.
Hey.
We'll get you on your way.
Well, there's your problem.
Hey, we'll call a tow ship for you.
You don't see any friendly indigenous tow ships or tribes, but you do see several very strong-looking, sort of like jungle hardwoods, making up the bulk of the trees, sort of in here. They are, you'd say, like 1 or 2 is probably more than enough to do the repairs on your vessel.
Okay.
But it's going to take a little bit to chop them down.
What if we cast Might on the saws?
I mean, that will accelerate it, for sure.
Oh, man. Yeah, yes. I'm going to cast Smite on the saws with AP6. I would die.
Alright.
What's our wood definitely doesn't have. Let me cast this spell quick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, -2 focus for a flat roll. Kelsey, might you tell them what my dice show? I got 2-1. I did
Yay!
Stupid saws! This place is too quiet. It's letting me focus.
You
too
can't.
much.
Yeah.
I can't concentrate.
God damn it. I'm gonna go insane on this stupid quiet island. Hang on. I guess that would track for what we know about this place. Hang on. I'd be done, but I exploded with magic.
It's not
I'm
magic.
very sleepy, you guys. I got another level of fatigue.
Oh,
I'm very sleepy.
yep.
But
Tired.
I am gonna try again. Because we need the magic saws.
Do you want help?
Yes.
Okay. Can I assist with spellcasting, or do I just have to boost your magic?
No, you can't assist unless it's a ritual.
Well, your magic is up 2 dice.
Okay, that's a big deal. There. And 11.
All right. Nice. So you
Saws are +4 damage, AP 6.
Jesus. All right. So they work like really well, sawing through like chainsaws practically.
I'm gonna give Tara the relief talisman I have in case we get in trouble while she's still tired.
Okay. Yeah. So as as you guys set the crew to work cutting down a couple of trees and getting them ready to be transported out. Like I said, they're fairly large, but that also is kind of a downside because they have to cut them into like several pieces to transport them.
Unless we
so-
cast fly on them.
I mean, yeah, you could try that. Although cutting them into several pieces would probably make that easier too, because it makes their size less.
Oh yeah.
But either way, it's still gonna take a couple of hours, with reduced from probably most of the day, without the smite. But as you're doing that, your men with weapons are sort of like patrolling around,
I'm probably gonna take a nap.
looking to the inside of the woods. The three Karaites, they kind of like position themselves around you, Robin, and they seem very, very antsy, like more than everyone else. They're just sort of like pacing around like caged tigers. You're gonna take a nap?
I mean, I'd rather have like an hour of sleep if we have to fight than no sleep.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. All right, and you're reasonably confident that everyone around is capable enough. Paul can keep watch too.
Yeah, someone would wake me up in time.
Yeah.
Presumably.
What are you gonna do, Mr. Dibbs, while they're cutting the trees?
I'm going to go pretend to work and then fall asleep in some bushes.
Okay. And what about Tara?
I'm going to rest, but I cannot sleep.
If you want to switch off, I can wake up after like an hour or two and then cast smite, and you can take a nap.
But then you'll get fatigued and get tired.
You cannot sleep. Is there any particular reason?
I have to focus on smite.
Right. Okay. You're pretty tired.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
tired.
I think.
Why don't you
I
give
think
me
we'll do
a?
that.
What was that, Gerald?
I'm gonna wake up after like an hour or two and then take over for Tara.
Okay. Tara? Why don't you give me a spirit roll? See if you can stay awake.
Okay. How much fatigue am I ignoring? Is it only one level? I'm not getting any right now.
No, Mr. Dibbs isn't playing any music.
He's asleep.
He's sleeping in a
God
bush.
damn it! I got a 1.
Okay, so
Well, and I got, like, I don't know. It's not like while it's playing. It's I get rid of it, like a level. Like I just wipe out a level, like I cure it. So if you're talking about like from before, I wiped out one level from us earlier.
Oh, then I got a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still fall asleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anyone has fatigue marked down from last time, I get rid of that, like just not like while it's playing, but just gone.
Yeah, so sorry, Tara, you sit down to just sort of take a rest, and you hear the sort of rhythmic of the saw, and just like and just kind of drift off.
Those idiots sawed me to sleep.
Yeah. Robin.
Do they win? Are they brave enough to wake her up after they notice that their saw stops cutting as well?
They wake you up instead.
Okay. I'll let Tara sleep and cast Smite on the saws.
Okay.
Same thing. So flat roll it was, right, Tara? After focusing or whatever, channeling.
Yep.
I got a 4, but I'm gonna try for a raise. $15.
Did I not give you your extra bennies?
No.
Okay. I'll give you one of them then.
Oh, I didn't Benny it. I just recast it.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right. 15. Well done. Okay. So they are able to resume sawing. And then you're gonna try and stay awake as well?
I'll try and stay awake, yeah.
All right. Yeah, give me a spirit roll.
Uh, 5.
All right. Yeah, you are able to remain awake, focusing on the spell.
Even with this
Although-
beautiful classical guitar music in the background.
Yeah, it is difficult with the heat of the midday sun and general sort of like calm of this place. As after the crew have hewn several of the trees down and are sort of cutting them into pieces, enough to repair the hull and for sure, and replace the boards that you were forced to rip out and destroy. It's getting towards mid-afternoon, and
Call it there and try to get back before dark.
yeah, it's looking like they will be able to get everything together to drag back. They might not be able to drag it all back though. They probably won't be able to drag it all back without magic.
I would almost rather drag half of it back so people can start working tomorrow, and then we can come back and
Right, just get one piece.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so right about when you're sort of getting ready, or you sort of gave the order for that, and you're looking around to try and wake up Tara and find where Mr. Dibbs went. You don't see him in the immediate vicinity of the camp.
I probably would have sent one of the carriage, go find Mr. Dibbs. He's
Okay, yeah.
hasn't been seen in a few hours.
Yeah, they find him then. He has not been disturbed by anything because there's nothing here. But as you're sort of getting together, one of the mercenaries who's sort of patrolling the edge of your little lumber yard here kind of says, Robin.
What's up?
I think I saw something in the trees.
Right. I'll tell everyone to stop what they're doing, grab weapons, and look alive.
All right. So the camp readies and tenses. Tara and Mr. Dibbs, you are both awakened.
Mm.
You do, however, recover your fatigue, Tara.
Oh, that's nice.
Your nap was fulfilling, if
Place
short.
does make for good sleeping.
Yep.
And then I'll probably start looking for what the dude saw in
Okay.
the trees.
So you walk up to him. Give me a notice roll.
They're in the trees.
Shit, there's
I
Viet
got-
Cong.
I got a 9.
A 9? Okay. You don't see anything.
I'll send. Ooh, do I want to send Paul in? No, I don't want to send Paul in.
He says, I didn't get a good look at it. Just something moving.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you're about to turn away after you scan through when you hear a faint sound. And it's this faint, echoing little sort of ting, 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 of wind chimes.
damn elves. I look up at the sun.
It's bright. You don't see anything other than the brightness of the sun.
Everyone's got silver loaded, right?
Yep.
By default, if they have it. Okay.
Mhm.
Hurry up to get ready to go with one of the logs.
Okay. So the crew is on high alert as they sort of circle around the one log and put it on like a sort of makeshift cart type thing. Basically, they just lash wheels to it and get a bunch of ropes to pull it. And are you guys going to move out with that and trek back to the ship?
I mean, Captain's awake now, so I'm no longer giving orders.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna cast fly on this log.
Okay. Yep. See what
I'm
happens.
gonna ride it like a noble steed.
Sorry, I might have missed, but if any, like, I was waiting to say anything until someone came and woke me up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so when you were woken up when the call to arms happened, one of the Karites, the woman, kind of like pokes you with the butt of her spear.
Okay, my bad.
That's what I was gonna tell her to do.
Just been standing over you,
Ugh.
watching you sleep.
What? Are we done? Did I do it?
One of the men saw something in the woods.
Ah,
We are leaving.
all right.
Alright, I got a 4 on my cast fly on the log. With a bump on the log.
Okay.
Frog on the log with the bump on, or the frog with the bump on the hole on the log at the bottom of the sea. Fuck, I'm bad at that song.
There's a hole. There's a hole.
So
There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
Bottom of the sea.
it kind of flies.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on it and straddle it like a horse.
All
I
right.
don't think Tara's ever ridden a horse.
The thing is, yeah, probably not. Horses and the ocean don't mix. The thing about it is, the log has no way of controlling itself. Like when you make I mean, I guess you've never made a ship fly, but you still have a method of maneuvering. The log does not, other than the people dragging it, which cannot fly.
Right, but
It does make it easier for them to pull, however.
right.
Less so when you jump on top of it, but you know.
You're
That's
the
what I was
captain.
thinking. Like Macy's Day Parade log.
Nice.
It's like not even floating that much. It's like low gravity log almost. But it definitely helps.
So a hover log.
Yeah. It helps quite a bit with the pulling.
All the
especially
kids in the
with the
future will have
sand.
one.
Yeah. Are you going to ride the log all the way back, Tara?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a probably like a third of the crew is pulling slash pushing the floating log, while
palanquin.
the other 2/3 are just sort of in a U formation behind, kind of just keeping a look, an eye on your back as you return. Thanks to the floating log, you are able to get back before sundown, and the couple of men assigned to carpentry begin to carve up the trunk to make it into workable planks with the saws they have, which is quite a lot of work, but you are at least able to start. As you get back to the ship, the crew reports that they have carved out most, but not all, of the remaining corruption. It is kind of difficult to get the last bits without. Well, I guess they're using like gunpowder and fire and stuff to, in controlled amounts, to like burn away the rest. They probably have done about half of the remaining quantity, so you have about a sixth of what was originally there. The arcane protections on the ship are going to wear out pretty soon, in an hour or two.
Okay.
And you're not sure how fast it will grow after that point.
Yeah, well, fuck that. Because it's getting dark soon, and it likes the dark, so I'm gonna definitely do another ritual to cast that again.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and roll that. By the way, did you guys drop out of roll 20? Because I can only see Tara. Oh, okay.
There.
Something's weird. Like I just saw like a little error message pop up.
It probably lost connection to the server or something briefly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the ritual.
So
I wanted extra time. The time is 1 day long one. So ×3 and area of effect.
you're up 2 dice type 2, by the way, Tara.
So that would help. 7. Pretty sure it's 1 power. Yep, it's 1 power point, and then I wanted to give it the same glow modifier.
Okay, yep.
To help highlight where it is. So that's -4. I'm at +2 right now. So, I'm just gonna roll it. I want to keep my bennies. I don't like this item. Okay, that is a 6.
A 6, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So you basically just go over the fading circle that you made before and refreshen it. And you're able to bolster it long enough that hopefully that'll give them enough time to carve out the rest of the rot.
What are we doing with this rot, by the way?
I believe you are going to throw it into the ocean and light it on fire.
Well, now that we're on the beach, can we just be setting it on fire?
Yes.
Just have like a big bonfire going with.
Yep. That's
Light
probably
in
what they're actually doing it with it, yeah. Now that you're on the beach. They made a big bonfire.
Ah, what a party.
Beach bonfire, break out the booze. Actually, do you have let's see. You have actually 1 day's worth of the high quality provisions left.
Oh.
Is
So
it
you,
expiring soon?
yeah.
Then let's throw a little beach party.
I want to go
Um,
fishing.
Don't want to go fishing?
I want to go
Ocean's
fishing.
right there.
I know.
Yep.
That's what I mean. I'm going
All
fishing.
right. Go ahead. Give me a survival roll, Mr.
Yeah,
Dibs.
with my no survival.
All right. What are you fishing with?
No survival.
Like, are you just fishing with your hands? Do you have?
I'm like, Captain, can I get some water protection?
Yeah, should.
Awesome.
Let me see what I can whip up.
And then, Robin, how about some dark side?
Yeah, with a raid.
Sure.
Give me water.
Thanks.
Regular dark side.
Hooray.
All right.
I'll come
So
back.
you're all buffed up to go fishing.
I'll
So
come back
you're
with a
gonna
delicacy.
swim into the ocean and
I'm gonna take
try and.
I'm gonna take a big old spear or a harpoon or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and that'll probably get lost. I don't care, but I'm taking all my, leaving all my guns, taking not Dawn's Eye. I don't want that to get lost either. So, scimitar, or no, that Elven Forged Mirror Blade. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so leaving everything except for all the blades.
All right. So you stick them all into the sand like a freaking
Yeah.
like the Iron Throne of Mr.
Yep.
Dibs.
Yep.
Um.
And I dive into the ocean.
All right. Give me a survival roll.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Blew up the 4. For a 7 minus 2, got a 5.
Okay.
So I'm looking for, like, I don't care. I mean, octopus, giant fucking shark. I don't care what it is. I
Yeah,
will go
you're
fight a sea
looking for
monster.
a big fish.
Yep. The more exotic, the better.
All right. So you swim down into sort of the outer reaches of the water here, and it's pretty like there's not much going on down here.
No.
It's just like a gentle sandy slope of a beach going down into the water. There's like a few rocks, but it's mostly just sand. Like there's not even seaweed or anything.
Huh.
You don't see any fish in the shallows. How far out are you gonna swim?
I mean, yeah, ways. I take it like an hour or however long I think it'll be that the spell holds up.
Okay. Until they decide.
Yep,
for
I
it
take
not to be held up.
until spells start to drop. That's when I.
It's more of a
Alright.
guess about our patience.
Yeah. So you swim out for probably a mile, and you don't see any signs of life still.
All right. Well, son of a bitch. You say a mile?
Yep.
Shit. I
God.
think Mr. Dibs is dead.
All right. Well, I come back. That's too far.
He comes back after sunset, walking out of the water.
This is what I was looking for.
Oh, that's a big fish.
Goliath grouper.
That was some ugly.
Yeah.
I bet Kelsey would love that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So unfortunately, you return empty-handed. Not for lack of skill, but for lack of
Everything. Yeah.
lack
So-
of anything. Yes.
Yeah. So there's nothing. There's nothing out there. Nothing. We're in some dead waters.
I mean, at least it has trees.
Yep.
I'm
Probably
dead.
the end of those if we take any more. I don't know how thick it was.
Yeah. Pretty thick.
Okay.
Pretty dense woods there. All right. Yeah. So
Did we hear
you
any
are
birds or anything while we were in the
Nope,
in the
nothing.
thicket? Okay. So yeah, there's just no
not
life.
even insects.
Wow. Yeah. Just super dead. No ecosystem.
Mm-hmm. Just the trees and the grass. That being said, you do have a pretty decent little beachside feast. I'm sure like Haroon insists upon the watches remaining sober and focused, but the night sky is brilliant and clear, and the fire of the burnt wood and the burnt corrupted wood burns brightly. And the crew are
Can
in.
that be separate from the bonfire we're hanging out around?
Yeah,
That can't be good to breathe.
it's probably bad for your health. And there isn't like nearly as much of that, anyways. Yeah, but despite the somewhat strange situation you're in, the crew are in fairly good spirits from this, at least.
Is there so is there any way to keep this spile? This like basically can we bottle it, put a little chunk of wood in a bottle?
You could certainly do that if you want to.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Do we know if glass even contains this stuff?
I will. I'll like put. I'll put it in there,
As
and then
far as you know from your occult rolls, it primarily corrupts organic matter.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it starts to eat your bedstand or something.
just throw the bed out. Gotcha.
You're gonna take a little piece of
Yep.
blight wood.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. You want? Should I save another one, Captain?
No.
Okay.
One is plenty.
Okay.
We have a lot of volatile one-use items.
It's kind of self-replicating.
It's kind of your shtick.
Yeah.
Everything we have is self-replicating. The fire, never ending. It'll burn everything. The wood, never ending. It'll eat everything. So. I figure this might be a good way to get inside some kind of fortress. We just
or to destroy an enemy ship.
or that. I mean, yes, both. But like, let's say we need to get inside the fucking Cardinal's fucking house.
Like a friggin' bioweapon.
Yeah, we just fucking put this on his doorstep and let it do the work.
Then suddenly his house just goes away.
Yep, it just rots.
Like, aha! We gave you magic termites.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't go away. It's worse than that.
Yeah. So either way,
Yeah, that's like an act of terrorism on a city.
well, no, just on him.
I mean, his house is in a city.
It's not my problem where his house is.
Fair enough.
You're telling me this like I need to know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. It's not like you're a paragon of morality or anything. So.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back.
Yeah.
The
All right.
Oklahoma City bombing happened in like a daycare center attached to it, but that wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault they chose to put a daycare there.
Yeah. All right. So, are any of you guys going to stay up for the night watch?
I feel
Screw
like
that.
we
I had like an afternoon nap. I'm gonna have I've been casting spells and shit. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm still tired.
Mr. Gibbs did most of the sleeping. He can stay up for a bit.
I don't know if he's going to.
I mean, it's a party. He'll probably stay up.
That's true.
You know, everyone likes to go to Burning Blight every year.
All right. So the night passes by. Make sure to keep a vigilant watch, but and I assume you have people working on the blighted ship parts through the night. But morning comes, and word is in that the blight is pretty much gone from the hull. You've pretty much gutted the bottom of the front part of your hull. As a consequence,
We like just made our last payment on the iron plate.
it's still actually seaworthy because you basically have just carved a lot of the wood out from the inside. But it's significantly weakened. So if you were going to just continue sailing with this, your ship's toughness would be reduced by 4.
It's got the thin paper hull.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
But
it's like metal outer hull.
yeah, it's like crunchy on the outside.
Yeah.
It's like an
Smushy.
M&M with no chocolate.
Yeah, just a hollow shell.
Thin candy
But
shell.
with-
thin
with
chocolate
the
layer.
Amount of time that would take to repair a wound here, you would be able to replace that carved away wood. So it's going to be a couple of days, but and you're going to need more wood, which you left back at the lumber site.
I know that I know that there's probably no deer on this island, but I did promise Ensign a steak. So I need to at least look for a deer.
Yeah. You see no steak or deer in your first exploit, but maybe today. So you guys gonna return back to your other felled trees?
Yeah. Make
You've
sure I get
gotten
those back to
you
the
had
ship.
enough trees there that you could probably just cart those back and then have enough lumber to repair the ship.
I mean, might as well get some more to stock up in the hold.
All right, yeah. I mean, if you want to just go back over there and have them chop down a couple more, you get a unit of lumber.
Just in case there's no the blight's not gone.
Yeah, you do have time to do that. So and whole space. So
And we can always sell it if nothing else.
exactly.
Hey, not that I really would want, like, recommend it, but have you thought of having Paul do like a little circle of this island and looking for stuff?
I haven't had him go outside of communication reach, but yeah, I could have him
I just,
just
you
fly
know,
around and see what's up.
it's just that it's kind of a dead zone, so I wouldn't, if you didn't want to do it, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, if I had more telepathy, it'd be cool, but I have enough telepathy to do on the 3 of us once more.
It's not a lot of telepathy.
Yeah,
Nope. Yeah, I don't think we need to waste it on this island. It was just more of a see if there's any little hidden treasures, or not even treasures, just secrets, something. That,
I mean, we'll have a few days if nothing goes wrong to just poke around the island while people repair the ship.
Yeah. So you get back to the.
Oh yeah, and if we cast fly on ourselves, we can cover this whole island, no problem.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Easy
Very true.
peasy.
So you get back to the lumber site.
And all the trees are back up planted and have leaves again.
Oh man, it's Minecraft.
They aren't, but the lumber you chopped down is gone.
Ah,
Some
damn.
bitch.
What do you
Yes.
mean is gone?
The felled trees are no longer there.
And
So
What
so
about, like,
We
The
didn't.
stumps are still there,
Ugh.
but they've been kind of like where the fresh cuts were. It's like they've like barked over, and the roots have sort of like curled up and twisted around to kind of form like a closed stump,
That's
or
it.
like a
That'll never.
closed skin over the
That'll
stump. It's
never
healed,
grow again.
basically, yeah,
That'll never grow again. It's a one and done.
it's like a cauterized stump. But yeah, the trees you felled are just not here anymore.
All right,
You see-
Haroon.
No sign that they ever were.
What the fuck?
Haroon's back at the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he said he wanted to do watches, so I thought that He was
He's doing watches back at the ship.
back at the ship. Okay.
Is our not our benefactor, the guy who supplied us with a bad map, Kanjar, right?
Kanjar, yeah.
Did he decide to come with us, or is he sticking with the ship?
He probably came with you.
Okay. What does he think about all this?
He kind of looks at it and says, well, that is somewhat disconcerting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the kind of how this whole place seems to me.
Did we
Just
ever
a little
tell
strange.
him? Did we ever tell him that he may become complicit in piracy by coming with us?
I don't believe you did, no.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him now. Now that he
It's like-
definitely can't back out.
Yep.
So, by the way, I feel silly. I forgot to mention. On the slide, we are scallywags and pirates. We go to Port Freedom every now and then.
There's no way he didn't know that,
And
right? He's been hanging out for like a week.
I hope you figured that out without me telling you. But I kind of realized I forgot to tell you.
He kind of like chuckles a little bit and says, yes, I have met your crew.
Right.
Any reason you're telling me now?
Oh, just covering my bases and you can't leave. So,
Yeah, fair point.
once you can't back out, it's easier to agree to things.
That is true.
So you're a pirate now, buddy.
We haven't technically engaged in piracy.
I haven't seen anything.
I mean, even non-technically, like, I don't think we've come close to piracy yet.
Our noses are pretty clean so far for this trip.
You left a giant dick behind.
That wasn't piracy.
I don't know what that is. Then.
Those were
that
those were
vandalism?
international waters. That's fair.
At most, it's sexual harassment of a naval vessel.
Sexual harassment of a naval vessel. Yes.
I don't think they've made that law. Hasn't come up. Yeah, so Kanjar says, well, anyways, what do we want to do about this trees taking their logs back?
Well, I guess we do it again. It worked yesterday.
Fair enough.
We'll just only cut down one this time.
I'm gonna have Paul fly back and make sure that the log back at the ship didn't disappear.
Okay. And have them get to work again?
You're right, because they probably stopped working after we left, and I'll Paul just like, get to work.
No, I mean get the people cutting trees down get to work again.
Yeah. Let's just get the one more tree though. Let's
just
what you need.
That's what we need.
All right. Yes. So as you start, Kanjar kind of mentions I'm sure you've heard the stories as much as I have. Territorial trees. It is not uncommon on these shores. I would advise against cutting wood here, but we don't really have any choice. So let's just hope they don't get too mad.
If we were to just use the wood that we already got, what would our armor penalty be?
Like probably -3 toughness. You only got like one chunk of a tree.
We need more tree.
We need more tree. Sorry, trees.
All right. So you continue cutting down the trees, keeping watch as per normal. The day goes by slowly. The sawings. You are able to harvest more tree.
Oh, I'll put smite on the saws again.
Okay. Yep.
Same getup. Hopefully less crit fails. Alright, so a regular failure. Oh, come on. Oh my god. A regular failure again. Ah, hey, a regular success!
All right. Yep, that definitely speeds things up. So by noon, you're able to cut down and cut up enough trees to replace those that were disappeared. Oh, also Paul returns, and the wood that you harvested is still there. It did not vanish at some point. So yeah, you have enough, and you're able to bring it back with you. You don't. The scouts, like the lookouts, don't see anything out of the ordinary while you're cutting the wood.
I'll cast fly on the log. Help us
Okay,
move it
yeah.
along. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. 23.
Oh, all right, yeah. So there are
Cast
multiple.
log.
You have got a handful of like different pieces of log, but you're able to sort of levitate them and expedite your return to the ship. All in all, it takes it's probably like mid-afternoon by the time you return to the Forget-Me-Not with the required quantity of wood.
Okay.
And with the blight ripped from the hull, you now just have to wait a couple of days to repair the damage that was done. So let's see how long that's going to take. Okay. Successful roll. All right, so it's going to take another 3 days to repair the hull fully. Thankfully, you have a decent supply of provisions, so the time isn't too much of a bother.
You guys want to do a scouting trip over the island? See if there's anything interesting here.
Yeah, sure. I just don't want to be away from the crew for too long. I don't think it would take the elves too long to kill them all.
Like 3 elves. Are you going to
a little full for itself at this point?
Leave and scout the area on the same day that you retrieve the wood? Because you probably have a couple more hours of sunlight left.
I think so.
All right.
A big reason to stick around.
Are you going to go by yourselves, or do you want to take any of the crew with you?
No, I think we're gonna fly, right, guys? Just to do a once-over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just to see?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna cast fly on the 3 of us. Actually, I feel like we're gonna end up being more of an escort for Paul.
You're his wing people.
And I'll do fly on all 3 of us. With the speed boost. 4. Then think about it nice and hard. No. Use a major one. Last.
Just barely enough.
Bare minimum.
All right, so you conjure gusts of wind to whip you up into the air, and just do like a sort of circle over the part of the island just to get an aerial view of it.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you all give me notice rolls?
Why can't I ever find my good